Alright, everyone, it's September 29th. Let's go through a couple things here. So we're at the old hives. The blue hive, we went in it last week. It's officially dead. The colony just collapsed. The hive beetles and moths just went right through it. So I'll show you how it looks inside. There you go. A ton of dead bees. I think the green hive, which was stronger, still robbed them and just caused a mess. The green hive also had issues in that the queen wasn't laying anywhere. And now, if we look up here, they took down 2 gallons of water, but there's also a ton of hive beetle larvae, so hopefully they didn't get inside the actual hive. The good thing is that there's a whole bunch of bees actually feeding. So let's get rolling and we'll see how it goes. No honey stores here. Oh, well, it looks like they've put a whole bunch of nectar in this one and drawing it out a little bit. No eggs yet. The situation might not be as dire as I thought it was last week. If only I could spot some eggs, I'd be really happy. Alas, no eggs yet. Maybe the queen moved down a little bit. Ah, yes. Here's our queen. Say hi, queen. And more importantly, we have larvae. So she has begun laying in this hive again. With that, I'm not going to bother her anymore. I'm just going to wrap it up and let her lay. Alrighty, so I cleaned out the feeder. There are no hive beetle larvae in here anymore. I bought a 50-pound bag of sugar for Travis and Ginger's house. I'm gonna mix this up real quick and feed them, which should be good enough for this week. Alrighty, so despite the fact that I'm super pissed about that hive dying out, it was unnecessary. I think we could have fed them more. We could have made sure that they were growing faster. I think, yeah, a month of rain was a problem, but I also think that this hive robbed them out and they were just too weak to make it through. Despite that, I'm happy that this one's alive. They're doing well. The queen started laying after a month of not laying, so that's super encouraging. Hopefully, when I come in here again next week, feeding them 1.5 gallons of sugar water every time will get them moved down to the bottom and filled up with sugar water at the top. And maybe they'll make it through the winter, maybe not. That one, it is what it is. We'll try again next spring. I'll take a split off this one. I still love this queen. And with that, we'll go down to the other hives. Alrighty, so we're down at the Barton Street Gardens. Here we are. These bees, unlike the ones up at Travis and Ginger's, are in a vastly different situation. So as you can tell, they're moving in and out really well. They're super curious. That thing needs to be cleaned out a little bit. They went through 1 gallon of food on both hives, I think, in the last week. Yep, completely empty. There's a few hive beetles. Smash those and we'll be good to go. So let's go in and see how they're doing. Super nice out for the first time in a few weeks. So I think the bees are in a pretty decent mood. Oh, there's a few hive beetles. Not horrible. I'm definitely curious as to what's going on. Smash. Hive beetle smashing has been one of my favorite things. Okay, so these 2 frames are still completely empty. I mean, I don't think there could be a more perfect brood frame. You can see where the wires are. I think I'm gonna put a frame in between the brood frames and see if they'll draw it out. Same with this one. And outside frame is all nectar, both of them. Okay, they are really doing their job on this one. I'll keep feeding them. We should be good. I'm going to separate these two brood frames with a empty frame, and hopefully they'll start drawing it out as soon as these bees emerge. Bee population is really good. This frame is perfect brood on both sides. It's a beautiful half pollen, half brood frame again. This hive is just going to explode in population in the next week and a half. They have more pollen than they know what to do with, so they're just going to feed brood until they can't make any more. Yep. There's our queen. He's here. Since we found her, we saw that these have a ton of brood on them. We're gonna put them back together and just let her be. All right, so hive number 1 and white hive and black queen here at Barton Street are doing really well. Let's see how this hive is doing. First of all, I'm going to take this feeder and clean it out. Alrighty. Bee population here also looks really good. Not quite as good as the hive next door, but I think it's actually pretty decent. There's a bunch of brood. I'm going to move some of these empty frames to get them drawn out. Awesome brood frame right here. We're going to have a good population explosion. And I'm going to actually make space right here to add that frame in the middle. This frame is hatching brood. That's good. And this one is being drawn out on one side and empty on the other side. So top box needs a little bit of work, but there is a ton of new bees in here, so I have a feeling that as soon as they get rolling, they'll do really well. Let's go into the box below. I didn't spot the queen. I'm gonna put this box back together and go down to the lowest box and see if she's doing any work down there. Hopefully she is. Definitely gonna need to feed these a lot more though. Bee population down here, I would say, is excellent. Good, not excellent. Well, didn't spot Italian queen down here. I know she's laying. She's not laying that well, but she's laying. I'm just gonna put them back together and let them be. What's amazing is that both these hives are sister hives to the hive that collapsed. And both these hives at this point I feel like are going to easily make it through the winter if I feed them enough, which is totally sad for the one that did collapse. Alrighty, so let's see, we're done here. The white hive is doing way better than the blue hive, but they're both actually doing really well. I'm surprised at how well they've done, considering how small the nukes they were and how the sister hive collapsed up at the other place. I'm still disappointed about that. I don't know what happened and why, but it is what it is. We'll try again next spring with that. These two I think will be fine. I'm gonna keep feeding them into the fall. As I said, it's October 29th today, I believe. So they'll keep getting food for the next month. The white hive has a decent amount of stores, the blue hive does not, but they both have a ton of brood in there, so as long as I feed them, they'll start building stores. And the community garden has a bunch of flowers everywhere. So they'll be able to build some on their own too. With that, thanks for coming along. Remember, please subscribe right up here, watch more videos down below, go to my other channel if you like flying videos, and thanks for coming back. Share with other people. Bye.